Here we are with another MasterGMAT sentence correction question, continuing our series on sentence corrections. Pretty soon you'll also see even more critical reasoning questions, and we're probably going to also incorporate the reading comprehension and eventually also mathematics questions or the quant section. But for now, let's go through this. So those of you who have done these before, you know the drill. If you want to give it a go, if you want to try it, you can pause the recording. Try it, unpause it to listen to the explanations. So those of you who want to try it, pause the recording now. Okay, welcome back. So here we are with the sentence correction, and first step in the MasterGMAT work order is, of course, to read the sentence and to try to find anywhere between 0 and 2 errors in the underlined portion of the sentence, and then eliminate any such errors within the answer choices themselves. So, do we see anything? Well, everything seems okay, except notice a major stop sign, or what we call a stop sign, which is really a red flag. When you see a verb, one of the things you need to check for is tense. And in this case, what should be the tense? Well, we're talking about the French Revolution, and we're talking about something that actually happened in the past. Therefore, we cannot use the present. And we have a little hint over here of after, which means that the finding took place before something else. We'll get to that in a second, but for now it's enough to know that A is completely wrong and D is completely wrong because it also uses a form of the present. We don't want to do that, of course. If we clicked on that, you'd actually see what happens. You get a beautiful time awareness tool, makes you super aware of how long it takes you to answer questions, and of course you get a proper explanation to the point, not overly wordy, and you get to try it again. We don't just give you the answer, you get to try it again. That's really important. Okay, so we got rid of A, we got rid of D. As you can see, D is blocked out. Now, what we do next, nothing else really has the same error type in terms of having the present, simple or progressive. Therefore, we look for, in our third step, we look for other grammatical errors in the sentences. So, if we look at B, we see that they actually fixed the tense problem with the past perfect, and the past perfect would seem to make sense because they found their way, or had found their way, right, before something else happened. So that makes sense. Think of the past perfect rather, as the past of the past. So the first action should be in the past perfect, the second action usually in the past simple. In this case, everything seems okay. Same over here, right? We'll get into this longer answer choice in a second, but over here, take a look. You have the past. Now, what would be better? If it were just a specific point in the past with one past action, then the past simple here would be fine. However, because there's a comparison of two actions in the past, we could eliminate E. We do need the past perfect. So what is the difference between B and C? Really, it comes down to this phrasing in the first half of the underlined portion. Treasuries belonging to cathedrals during the French Revolution, as opposed to cathedral treasuries during the French Revolution. Well, everything else is the same except for the phrasing. In fact, we don't see grammar errors, so now we have to think of stylistic errors. Now, which one's stylistically superior? Well, we know that if it's overly wordy, it's stylistically inferior to something that is more concise. Everything else being equal, of course, meaning there are no grammar errors. So if there are no grammar errors and you're left down to 2 or 3 and the stylistic issues come up, well, you have to get rid of things like redundancies, repetitions, overly long answer choices, and the such. So that's why we could get rid of C. We're left with B. B should be our correct answer. And indeed it is. And of course we give you a nice little explanation. And if you really wanted to review your lesson, you can certainly do so just to remember exactly what it is you're looking for. Okay, so that's how we attack a little past perfect question. Not too hard, but you just need to be careful and think about what comes before what. So until next time, see you later.